О, отлично, я дошел. Так, доставить. Доставка запрошенного груза. Частичная доставка. Все требуемые грузы готовы к доставке. Заказ может быть выполнен. Окей.
Delivering cargo. Thank you. We've all been feeling the loss of Central Knot City. No one seemed to know what it meant for the organization, or the UCA, or us. But the oxytocin will take the edge off, and that'll be a big help. Won't be long before we're back on track. Let me have a look.
А мне не нужно разъяснить хиральную связь?
This is great. Thank you again. Yeah, everything looks to be in good order. And soon our way station will be too, I hope. You're with the second team, right? Where are the others?
Dead. Caught in the void out.
No way. That one blast got them all? And what, they just sent you out on your own? I mean, if it was just a delivery, that'd be one thing. Porters come through from time to time, but the second team was meant to bring the Cupid. They were going to connect us up. 3 years we've been waiting for help. 3 years. And they sent us one guy. Shit. Tell me you brought more than the Oxy, at least.
I've got the Cupid.
You... Really?
А, все, можно соединиться.
So it's true. They finally got it working. Well, then you just might be the answer to my prayers. So what are you waiting for? You'd put us on the goddamn grid.
И он каждый раз будет их так срывать? Камон. Это же глупо. Так, все, одна часть карты есть у нас. Новый день в USA.
Connection to Capital Knot City confirmed. It's really happening. Just like Amelie promised. We can finally do what we came here to do. Hey, you're headed west, right? Gonna be a lot of people happy to see you. Guess you'll keep on till you hit the coast, huh? Which means you'll get to see Amelie in person. Oh, that's something. That is really something. Me, I've never met her. Only seen her holo messages back when I was with the first expedition. Well, anyway, you best be careful on the road. There's some bad people out there. More than good, some say. But I don't need to tell you that.
Thank you, Sam. By bringing that way station into the Cairo network, you've put it in direct contact with those of us back here in Capital Knot City.
Right. What's next?
West of the way station are a couple of structures our previous expedition put in place. And beyond them is your next destination, Port Knot City. It's on the shore of a crater lake that formed after the first void out. Your objective is to link up Port and Capital Knot. But to do that, you'll need to utilize our facilities as additional waypoints. They'll be essential for establishing a stable connection. Given the distance we need to cover, we're looking at using a distribution center and a power station, as to which you should head for first. Start with the distro center. We've got some cargo that needs delivering anyway. Check the nearby delivery terminal to pick it up. Good work.
Так, доставляем. Доставить.
Second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome. When he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you? They weren't joking when they said you were a legend. Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Так, плюс одна локация. Супер. Новая нить, окей.
Sam,
Ага.
as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
Получу новые данные интервью Мулы и синдрома дрона. Бридж Бэби. Темпоральный дождь. Окей. На браслете доступны новые функции. Почта, данные. На терминалах доставки доступна новая функция. Переработать. Нихера себе, сколько всего. Этот район подключен к хиральной сети. Теперь вы можете видеть и использовать находящиеся в нем объекты, созданные другими игроками. Хорошо.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Акс, окей. Личное помещение. Ой, стоп, не хранилище, а помещение нужно. А куда мне эту херню всю доставить, которая у меня на спине? What the fuck? Или мне нужно это в личное хранилище положить? Я что-то не понял, что это такое. Это, походу, материалы для крафта, если не ошибаюсь.
You there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A steel mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the steel mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its steel mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure.
Жесть, конечно.
No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
Так, сейчас отдохнем, сходим в душ. И потом пойдем дальше. Пройдем до следующего узла. И после этого я закончу. Завтра, скорее всего, стрим начнется с утра.
Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home.
Блин, как же крутые глаза сделали, просто вау.
Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope.
Да ладно, это... Она же не тут, она тебя даже, если дотронется, до тебя ничего не будет, камон. Такой недотрога, просто жесть.
Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Она, кстати, еще подождала до утра, чтобы нас разбудить, окей. Заботливая сестра.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
Я, правда, не знаю, откуда у него кровь взялась. Хотя, может, из-за синяков, потому что мы падали. Или это просто синяки.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of
Блять.
optimism.
Фак, ну зачем это было показывать, камон?
Waste products. Dry dispensing. There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react.
Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. 5, oh, 4, it's almost time.
2, 1. After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what?
Так, все, как бы он уже все.
Then what?
Так, давайте-ка выпьем Monster Energetic.
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now we've managed to restore some already
Так, вот
intact.
добрался домой?
You can access them from a private room
Добрался. Как тупо звучит. Короче, даже доехал домой, да?
Might make for interesting reading.
Прикольно. Надо сразу, короче, как я появляюсь здесь, запускать музыку и под музыку все это делать.
Isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Женщина в маске. Интересно. Я правда не понимаю, куда мне эту херню доставить, которая у меня на спине.
Sam, out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Ты можешь сделать так, чтобы они тебе через Donation Alert просто скидывали деньги?
What kind of things?
Учитывая то, что я могу скидывать со своей карты на русский Donation Alert, значит, это возможно сделать в любом
with
случае.
other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Bleed-through effect. Did
Там
I
какой-то
work
процент
properly?
есть.
You're mistaking the BB's
Ну, допустим, из
message for
150 рублей, то кат до около 138 или 140 рублей
BB
приходит.
is harvested from its steel mother
примеру.
at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod.
Туда можешь ввести свою карту, и тебе на карту кидает.
Even born.
Там,
The
на следующий день.
procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to
Ну,
process
на стриме все работает прекрасно.
It is more than
Ну, то есть на
capable
стриме
of
для стримера все работает прекрасно. Так что тебе не должно быть проблематично.
yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team maybe, or a BB technician, does it matter?
Там в чем прикол? Тебе нужно скинуть именно ту сумму, которую они скидывают на карту. Там лимит, короче, суммы, которую можно скидывать. Там 150 рублей это минимальная сумма, скажем так.
BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them.
Хорошо, посмотрим. Договоримся.
Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
И там он может написать свое имя и зачем... Ну, короче, может написать сообщение. Это удобно. Так, использовать терминал.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know. After the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory.
Блин.
Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Может, попробую.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. The surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look. Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine, that it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely on. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive mans with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same can be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn.
Okay.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Damn, son. That is a lot of crystals. Maintenance and R&D will both get their fill, looks like.
There is a correlation between elevated chiralium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
Окей. О, привет.
You've done it. Port Knot City is back on the grid. This community, a part of the UCA. Their data, a part of our shared wisdom. With enough time and enough chiral printers, they'll be able to build ships. And one day, the waters will be ours again. All because you led the way. Though what follows in your wake isn't always good. Any city that joins the UCA becomes a bigger target for the terrorists. But we have to accept the dangers and press on, no matter what. The rest of America is waiting, Sam. Waiting for you to take the first step and connect them to the chiral network.
Бля, ее очень прикольно сделали.
You can reach them. Make us whole again.
Thanks. One more C in the UCA, huh? So, you fixing to cross the lake and head west?
Yeah. We got a boat?
No, not for years now. Terrorists took out everything bridges that floats. Only boat in town belongs to a private courier.
Private courier? Don't tell me. Fragile Express?
That's the one. I already spoke with their rep. I'm having them load the boat with some of the supplies you brought us. I'll bet the folks in the lake now will be tickled pink to see someone come into port.
Been a while, I expect. Head on down to the harbor when you're ready. It's right outside the distro center. Don't worry, Fort Knott never gets the rain.
Давай, Кать. И ты знаешь, что я бы тебе сказал. А также спокойной ночи, сладких снов. Ну что, пошли отдыхать? Так, воспоминания сейчас будет. Включаем песню. Что он сказал?
And the second all this is over, I'm going to take you wherever you want to go.
Серьезно? То есть меня заставят драться, да? Бля.
The name's Higgs, the particle of God that permeates all existence. Ah, so it was you that dragged him into all this. Bloodied but unvowed. What's that? Bridget Strand is dead. America's last president dead and burned. Oh, and now the girl's been chosen to take Mommy's place. Well, that won't wash. She's not cut out for politics, is she? Oh, but don't worry. I'll find her. And I'll keep her real safe. You see, I've come to understand the truth of the Death Stranding. Oh, there's so much you people don't know. The girl, for instance, she's not like you or me. Dooms ain't her thing. And she's more into destruction on a worldwide scale. An extinction entity. Oh, it's so hard to form connections when you can't shake hands. Fortunately, I've got a good connection to the other side. Now you're no bridge. To me, I'm bound to all of it. This world, that world, and our sweet little angel of death. one itty-bitty void out to blow us all to kingdom come. So how about it? Aren't you getting tired of the grind? Isn't this what you've been waiting for this whole time? A game over.
Ну все, мне пизда.
Heads up, Sam. According to our damage assessments, it would only take a single void out to total Port Knot City. A single BT allowed to make contact with a civilian would be enough. We can't let that happen. You've got to deal with that BT right now.
Так, он уходит. Давай, 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 отлично. Окей, надо валить отсюда. Не то. Гранаты, гранаты, гранаты. Я его почти добил. Хорош. Блин, это было слишком изи. Реально слишком изи. И он превращается в дерьмо, да? Победитель ловца. Окей. Ух. Жесть.
Incredible. Simply incredible. For the first time in history, a human being has defeated a BT. Were you not a repatriate, I doubt it would have been possible. Not only does contact with your fluids pose no risk of triggering a void out, but in much the same way as your car is rejected by the beach, your blood can be used to expel BTs from our world and return them to the other side.
Может, не собрать? Бля, я сбегаю, быстренько соберу все это. Мало ли понадобится потом.
Be proud, my friend. Amelie's still waiting for you in the west. Head to your boat. It's ready. Supplies to Lake Knot City. We're just getting started.
Окей. Оказывается, мне сейчас нужно на лодку. И на лодке я уже поеду в форт. Окей. Окей. Так, я не знаю, будет касцена, не будет, поэтому я пока музыку включать не буду. Да.
Gonna catch a ride on that boat, Sam? Before you do, be aware that you'll have to leave behind any cargo you haven't gotten around to delivering.
Да похуй.
It'd be a shame to abandon something important, though, especially if you are close to finishing a run. My advice, put that stuff in your private locker in Port Knot City. Or, if you're feeling responsible, you could just delay your boat trip until you've tied up loose ends. It's your call.
Я не знаю, как у людей уходило до 10 часов, чтобы пройти этот эпизод, ну... Ок.